eliminator. All right, tail of the tape for the co-main event is presented by V-Change V Better. Earn rewards for sustainable choices. Shavkat Rakhmonov turned 30 back in October. Ian Machado Garry still just 27. He is 2 inches taller, but 2.5 inches in reach for Kazakhstan's Shavkat Rakhmonov. All right, now for the intros, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. Brought to you by True Classic. Head over to trueclassic.com/UFC for your chance to win $150 in store credit. And by New Amsterdam Vodka. 5-time distilled and 3-time filtered, New Amsterdam is in your corner with award-winning vodka. And now, this fight is 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, an undefeated mixed martial artist holding a perfect professional record. 15 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 171 pounds. Fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, by way of Belo Horizonte, Brazil, presenting the number 7 ranked UFC welterweight contender in the world, the future, Ian Machado Garry. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, an undefeated mixed martial artist holding a perfect professional record. 18 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 171 pounds. Fighting out of Kazakhstan, presenting the number 3 ranked UFC welterweight contender in the world, Shavkat Nomad Rakhmonov. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mark Goddard.
Final assignment of the night for one of the best to do it, Mark Goddard. Red De La Cruz. Getting us ready for round 1 of a possible 5 in this welterweight title eliminator between Shavkat Rakhmonov, 18-0, and Ian Machado Garry, 15-0. Machado Garry is in the purple trunks. Rakhmonov is in black. You can argue Rakhmonov as this division's most versatile finisher right now.
Well, he's one of the most versatile fighters in the sport. He can do it all. And he's got a tremendous frame, very similar to Ian. Ian generally has a height and reach advantage over his opponents, but Shavkat mirrors him.
These two say they thought they would meet at some point, but they thought it would be for the championship. This is the second best option for them as they are now right on the verge of earning the title fight.
Black Rifle Coffee, the official coffee of UFC. Visit blackriflecoffee.com or find America's Coffee in a grocery store near you.
Shavkat with the clinch, interesting.
Rakhmonov looking pretty strong here early on in this clinch. No surprise that he's pursuant of this position.
Well, he's lifting that underhook very good.
Well, the word was that in training he had submitted Ian. Obviously, training is very different than fighting, but if there's an area of the game where you would say he would have a perceived advantage, it would be on the ground.
And when we brought that to Ian Machado Garry's attention, he sort of laughed at us and said, I was training, working on my wrestling. I shot on him. If he had submitted me 20 times, maybe I'd be concerned, but you never know exactly how those sessions go.
Yeah. He said he was wrestling and he got called the guillotine, right? So I'm not good there. But let's see, Shavkat got to the underhook. Ian's doing a really good job to this point defending. Even though he's giving up 2 underhooks, he's trying to find a way to pummel back inside of one of these underhooks as Rakhmonov tries to get him off the fence.
What I love about this fight is that it's 5 rounds.
Right.
Not just the fact that 2 undefeated fighters, but you're going to see 5 rounds.
Yep.
Like Saryukian and Charles Oliveira, that should have been 5 rounds.
Yeah, it should have. Charles Oliveira was building.
Yes.
But Armand fought very well.
Very well.
Shavkat wants to pull him off the fence and try to lace that leg around the left side. He wants to lace his left leg right there.
Very close to getting him down, and he gets it almost. Nope. Wow.
Tremendous balance.
Takedown defense.
Great balance there by Ian Garry. And again, he finds the octagon side. Shavkat's doing his best to try to get him away from the side of the fence. Ian just keeps finding it.
Ian's trying to pummel under with that right arm, trying to get space. Almost has it. Very close. Shavkat blocks it. But Ian's got his hips turned to the right side now.
He's got to dig that right elbow back inside.
Almost. He's ducking under, trying to. Shavkat's doing a great job of grabbing a hold of the tricep and keeping him from using that arm. There he gets it. That's it.
So before Machado Garry can even throw a strike, clinch situation. Now Garry trying to reverse.
Ian's about to take him down.
Work it out, guys, come on. Keep your fingers out.
About 4 minutes gone by. I guess you score some of this clinch work, but just one significant strike has landed. It's been a knee from Machado Garry.
Shavkat intent on being in this clinch, but having a very difficult time securing Ian Garry. It's because Ian,
Good job with his head.
yes, that's what I was going to say, Joe.
Yeah, there it is.
So he's doing a real good job with his head position.
Low leg kick for Machado Garry, greets Rakhmonov.
Oh! Big right hand by Shavkat. Snapped the head of Ian Garry back.
You see the clinch control time, and then that right hand for Rakhmonov. Good enough in all likelihood to secure this opening round.
One strike like that, you know, so much time in the clinch. Gary's gonna have to find a way to make sure that Rakhmonov doesn't grab him so easily.
Very interesting first round.
Breathe. Água. Breathe. Water.
Cabeça,
The head to head, like that. Like the head work. Like, that's all he wants. All he wants. He wants to just clinch to you. All he wants is just grab. You know, just head to head. Just defending. The defense was amazing. Like, it was perfect. It's just calm, patience. Whenever you're on him, you need to put feints. If you stand in front of him, he's going to put the hand on you.
More. Good. Listen.
Right here, Rakhmonov throws a jab to the chest. Big right hand lands. Knocks Gary's head back. Then right back into the clinch.
UFC 310 is presented by Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of UFC. All right, here we go, round two. Ian Machado Garry in purple. Shavkat Rakhmonov is in the black.
Gary's gonna have to move and pop that jab. He can't stand in front of Rakhmonov.
Keep the fingers closed.
Machado Garry hasn't always won his fights with the style points that Rakhmonov has, but strength of schedule has been really strong from Machado Garry through 8 UFC wins.
He's fighting better guys every time he steps in there. And every time he's been in there, he's looked better.
Jab for Garry gets through.
That's what he's got to do. He got to stay on that jab. Jab and low kicks.
Some fans were expectant that we would see this sort of high-level chess and a little bit of a pedestrian start. Good snapping jab on the counter by Rakhmonov, and now a right hand. Neither man really biting on the feints of the other. Rakhmonov back to work with the jab.
It's such a high-level exchange here. Both guys trying to find that opening, but neither one giving one.
And you just can't make any mistakes, right? When you're at the highest level of the sport, the consequences of the mistakes are so dire that you got to be careful.
Jab to the body by Machado Garry. He partially landed high a moment ago.
Oh, he stung him with that right hand.
Another right hand.
And now a left hand for Rakhmonov.
It looks like when Rakhmonov goes, he can get to Garry. He just hasn't been as active as you kind of expected him to be.
Oh, nice knee raise there by Machado Garry. Physical advantage, or so it would appear, for Shavkat.
These are tough exchanges to judge. You know, if we have 5 rounds of this, it's like, whoa.
Right.
Because it's coming down to one shot per round that you can truly base the round off of.
Under 90 seconds here to go, round 2.
And when you watch this, right, you watch this and wonder in regards to the champion, right? The pace that Bilal fights with, the way that he looked against Leon Edwards. These guys are going to have to do more to make the world believe that if they get that opportunity, there's a real chance for him to compete with Bilal Muhammad.
Looked like Rakhmonov was in a good position to floor Machado Garry there, unable to do so.
Yeah, Garry is showing some really good takedown defense in this fight.
He's a tremendous athlete, man.
Same position.
Got to dig the right underhook again.
Looked like Machado Garry maybe registered a complaint about grabbing the gloves.
Come on, guys, busy with the position, please.
Shavkat's got that seat belt all the way across the waist. Ooh.
Garry trying to land something of consequence out of that break, unable to do so. Spinning back fist partially lands for Rakhmonov.
That's the danger in this type of fight for Ian Garry, right? It's been 2 rounds where not much has happened, but Shavkat's landed like 2 big shots per round that may be giving him these rounds.
Yeah, I think they did. And also, he was the one controlling the position against the cage for the most part.
Respira.
Breathe. So he's always gonna try to go to the fence against you. That's it. Your defense is good, but but the striking, you're standing there with your head. That's why he's hitting you. You have to be in your distance and not his. Okay, you have to move more. You have to feint more. You have to make him miss, and then you hit him. Okay, he's making you miss. Okay, he has to miss. Okay, breathe. 3, 2 rounds down.
Here's some exchanges from that second round. Here's a right hand. And here's a big right hand that really clipped him on the jaw. Looking for the second one. Here's the spinning back fist.
And those are enough to win a round. Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
not much is going in the opposite direction. Ian's got to make it a little dirtier.
No doubt. And we know how talented Ian Machado Garry is in terms of countering ability. His shot selection is something he takes great pride in, but may need to open up, likely 2-0 down as we hit round 3. And if you're Garry, nearly a half a minute now off the round 3 clock, and he hasn't thrown anything as Rakhmonov lands to the body. Pretty good head kick, partially blocked by Rakhmonov. Dean Thomas, what do you have?
You know, I think Machado Garry needs to use this octagon more to his advantage. He's just not using his footwork enough to create the angles that he wants. And there were times in that first 2 rounds where he actually backed himself up closer to the fence, just eliminating the space behind him. I think if he uses his footwork a little bit, uses the octagon a little bit more, he may be able to create some openings for himself.
Well, he's opening up more with the kicks in this round, which I like. And I like that left high kick. He's very sneaky with it. He likes to sneak that left high kick in behind punches. And even if it doesn't land, at least it's landing on the arms, and it gives Shavkat something to think about.
There it is by Garry. He's fighting better this round because he's fighting.
Well, and I feel like one of Machado Garry's kicks might have hurt the left hand of Rakhmonov. I haven't seen him throw that jab since. There it is. Power Slap 11 debuts in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia during Riyadh season, Thursday, January 30th. 2 title fights, the Crazy Hawaiian versus Dumpling 2 for the super heavyweight title. Wolverine against Vern Cathy for the light heavyweight title. For more information, go to powerslap.com right now.
I just love that Power Slap as titles.
Yes,
yeah, they do.
I was in there, man, for the first time Dumpling fought against the Crazy Hawaiian. The Crazy Hawaiian had the craziest walkout to the octagon. Huh. It's a show, Joe, I'm telling you, man. It is a show.
Back to the clinch here. 2.5 to go, round 3.
Great job by Ian in getting out of this, at least temporarily.
Machado Garry has landed 26 significant strikes unofficially to Rakhmonov's 13. Those numbers unofficial.
The thing is, though, Shavkat has landed the dangerous ones.
No doubt.
It seems like Rakhmonov doesn't want to wrestle on the legs, though. Everything he needs to be around the body. Right. That's much easier to defend than if you're wrestling guys on singles and double legs.
Easy with the position, guys. Come on, work.
You see Machado Garry's shorts have ripped open on the back, courtesy of probably that fence and all the clinch work from Rakhmonov.
Interesting. Separating them. Mark Crowder wants some action.
Yeah, he does. As does the crowd and everybody else here.
Ooh. Look at that high kick again. There it is. It's real sneaky the way he throws it.
No doubt. Under a minute here to go in round 3. Significant strike advantage here to Machado Garry.
This is the first time we've seen shorts rip open.
Yeah.
It is, right?
Yeah. Haven't seen it. That means they're spending way too much time on the octagon side.
Oh, thank God he's got underwear on.
And great ones. He's not one of those guys used to wear those one, they're like the cup and your whole ass is out. Yeah.
Yeah, lucky.
Thank God he didn't have that thing on.
Mike Tyson maybe recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
There's a jab from Ian.
Ian's fighting a really good 3rd round.
Ooh, game of inches. Nice jab. Popped off by Rakhmonov late in the round. Spinning attack from Garry. Oh! Huge right from Shavkat near the horn.
Everything's right. You make him miss, but you have to counter. 1, 2, and then you have to land the combinations. One is not enough. Second, third punch is gonna land. You have to continue the series.
Shavkat, don't fight distance. Don't fight his distance. No technical fight. No technical fight.
Machado na árvore. O Machado vai derrubar a árvore no tronco.
Listen, Machado is the tree. You're going to take him down, okay?
They get second pair of shorts from. Look at this.
They got another pair of shorts.
Look at this.
Never seen that before.
He said, I'm not rushing. You guys have to wait.
Well, it's not his shorts.
Right.
They're
Exactly.
ripped, right?
First for everything.
I mean, how about this UFC athlete outfitting?
Yeah.
Well done.
Ian goes, I'm not rushing.
Yeah.
All right, 2 more rounds to decide who will be next for the welterweight champ, Bilal Muhammad.
Well, you got 2-1 right now.
That's your card, champ?
That's what I got, 2-1.
Nice kick to the body there by Ian. That left leg is money. And again, even if it lands on the arms, it's absolutely brutal.
Shavkat's corner told him no technical fight. Don't fight at his range.
Nasty spinning attack to the body by Rakhmonov. Leg kick is there for Rakhmonov. Now Machado Garry getting off.
Ian is very fast. Shavkat needs a takedown, man. I think that's why he's struggling so much to look as good as he normally does, because generally he can get takedowns. He hasn't gotten one yet. His pressure's been great. When he throws, he lands. Just got to get more active.
Nice jab by Garry.
Garry looks much smoother now. This is the range that he excels at.
Pretty good entry and anticipation by Rakhmonov.
Rakhmonov won't get as much time now because Goddard already broke his position. He's got to get to work a little sooner.
Good separation.
The breaks.
Gary's been pretty close with some of those quick shots out of the breaks tonight.
There it is.
Lightning fast.
That's what he needed to do earlier. He finally wrestled him on the legs, right?
Yep.
And he got the takedown. Supposed to wrestle at the body. He wrestled him on the legs.
Ian's got full guard, and he goes to the body triangle, which is just purely defensive.
Yeah, that's going to keep him stuck in there.
Yeah, there's very few submissions available when you have a body triangle on.
Maybe he just knows that he can't let him advance his position.
Yeah, clearly. But that's not a good sign.
No.
Right.
That means that he's going to be on his back for the rest of the round.
Yes. Or he just wants to be safe.
Oh, big ground strikes from Rakhmonov.
There he goes.
Forced to give up his back.
Oh, look at that. Nicely done. Nicely done by Ian.
Rakhmonov still on that single. Oh, he's got a choke. Oh, arm drag. That was sick.
Rips out of there.
Nice.
That was a nasty arm drag.
So Machado Garry could have gained some separation there. Stayed engaged. About 90 seconds to go here in round 4.
So now what constitutes a downed opponent? This is not a downed opponent.
No, he could actually kick him in the head.
Yes. It used to be all you had to do is have one hand down. Now you have to have a foot or a knee down. Or excuse me, knee or an elbow down.
Pretty good shot there by Machado Garry, but time running away from him.
Another beautiful double leg by Rakhmonov. Get ready for a lot of shots in round 5. He's been effective and he's been successful.
Tremendous execution of what his coaches were looking for, getting this fight to the ground.
Good defense by Ian from the bottom.
Oh, big punches.
Oh, almost had an armbar attempt there. Ian's active off of his back. Oh.
Big shot by Rakhmonov.
Slice through the guard.
All right, 20 minutes down, 5 to go.
How do you have the score, DC?
3-1 Rakhmonov.
Respira.
Yeah.
Breathe. Look at me. Look, on the ground, we have to be a little calmer. You need him to be calm right now. Like he's lost a little bit when he can't take you down. Whenever he get into a good position, you have to be very calm before you try to stick into a position and try to get it. We have one round. You can only knock him out or you finish him. Okay, you have to move when you're standing. If you stand, he's gonna get. Listen, his leg is dead right now. You need to just hit. We have to build a knockout right now. You need to damage his leg and hit him. Okay, you're a giant, man.
Round 5 is brought to you by Manscaped's Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, the official electric trimmer of UFC. Visit manscaped.com now. Some pretty pinpoint advice there, Joe, from Diego Lima, trying to get Ian Machado Garry to set up a knockout here in this 5th and final round.
Yeah, I think they believe, as we do, that he's behind in the cards.
Oh, beautiful counter by Rakhmonov.
Woo!
Not sure submission hunting is Gary's best recipe.
Rakhmonov is on that single leg now, man.
Look at Garry
takes his back.
Ian got his back. This is huge. This is absolutely huge. And Machado's trying very hard. Ian's trying very hard to get that body triangle.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got it.
That's why Shavkat was trying to hold that right foot, trying to make sure he couldn't get it across to get in the body triangle.
Ian's on the chin. Shavkat's defending.
Charles Oliveira trying to talk Ian Machado Garry through his progressions about 10 feet away.
Oh!
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 Rakhmonov fighting hands.
Oh, this is close. This is a battle.
Oh!
Ian keeps going to it, too. He keeps going to that choke.
Oh, he's starting to slide it on the neck. Oh! It's a neck crank right here, though.
Just one career win by submission from Machado Garry.
Still got his chin down.
If he can get Shavkat like this, this would be absolutely huge.
He just keeps on attacking that rear naked choke. Rakhmonov's got to be super careful with his chin.
Machado Garry's always said cardio is his best weapon, should have enough gas. Rakhmonov's out.
Woo! Wow.
That was close.
That was close. Garry still got the body triangle here. Time to abandon that.
Shavkat's working towards an arm triangle. I mean, he's trapped here, so it's not like he can finish it from this position. But if he can get out of the body triangle, he keeps forcing his head towards the right arm into the armpit of Ian.
Tactical war between two of the best welterweights on the planet. Just over 2 minutes now to decide it.
And you got to think that was a big moment in this fight and the biggest moment in this round for Ian Machado Garry.
Yes.
The closest to a submission we've seen so far, the closest to the ending of a fight.
Right.
And it could conceivably win him the round if there's one other round that's close.
Yeah, I mean, those first couple rounds, nothing happened.
Right.
No matter how you judge.
Right.
Why do you think? Why is he still holding on to that body triangle?
Because he thinks he can do this.
Oh my God.
He thinks he can arch up and reverse it. I mean, he's got amazing core strength to be able to pull that off, but couldn't do it. But for Shavkat, it's not going to be enough to just be on top here. He's got to get something going. He's got to land some ground and pound. He's got to do something significant.
Garry peppering the body. 1 minute now to go. Machado Garry back to his feet. Rakhmonov fights for an underhook.
I selfishly hope they separate.
Right.
Ian Garry needs to try to get his back to the center of the octagon. Try to get the space. Try to land something. Rakhmonov is happy to just stay right here.
Late shot in close by Machado Garry.
Oh, good right hand.
And a spinning back fist at the horn for Ian Machado Garry, who goes the distance with Shavkat Rakhmonov. They came in a combined 33-0. Did the former training partners, and perhaps their paths will meet again.
That was a great fight.
Always a treat at the highest level to watch these guys match skill and will. Rakhmonov and Machado Garry go the distance, champ.
Beautiful right hand by Rakhmonov early in the fight. Another right hand lands by Rakhmonov very early. These were the scoring shots in round 1 and 2. Wasn't many, but it was these few that I think may have won the fight for Shavkat in those early rounds. Right here you see Shavkat with that beautiful double leg. Late in the fight, he started wrestling down on the shorts. Ground and pound by Shavkat. Garry with a nice takedown off of Shavkat's shot. Takes his back. Gets 2 opportunities at a rear naked choke. Rakhmonov was able to defend, reverse the position, and then the fight on top. Sorry, most of the round on top. Fight ends on the feet. Ian landed 2 beautiful shots to end. I don't know if it's enough.
Shavkat Rakhmonov came in with a finishing rate of 100% across his 18 wins. 9 of those came in round 1. He had never been outside of a 3rd round in the UFC. So tonight, if he wins, it will be his first win by decision. And if you are Bilal Muhammad, you're enjoying the fact that you got 25 minutes of these guys on film, and certainly got to feel pretty confident after what you saw tonight. All right, the official decision is in. It is brought to you by Hart Tools, with over 800 quality tools to maintain your home, yard, and car, available at Walmart. Here with the cards is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 48-47 for the winner by unanimous decision, and still undefeated, Shavkat Rakhmonov.